Still down to do it if you act stupid, get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black, get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fournette, a first down carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Leopard!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And again, it's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Now, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, the juke. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, the spin. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 1:57 to go in this first half. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be taken at the 13. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run again with Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
We're back now in KC. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a third and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Shark. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Mahomes to throw on second down. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This is Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with a big bank for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run with Hunt, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.